Welcome to episode 5 of our Baten Kaitos Endless Wings in the Lost Ocean playthrough. On our last episode, we defeated the Thunderfish in the Lesser Celestial River with our new party member Gabari, and we came back to Nashira to it being occupied by the Empire. Callus and Shella are trying to make their way to Shiliak, the capital of Diadem, the floating island that we're on right now. So the village being occupied kind of sets them back a little bit. So let's tune in to, what's going on here. We just finished classing Callus and Shella up. So they now have hands of 5. Gibari still has a hand of 4 for combat. We're gonna go see if Anna knows what's going on here. Anna was the bartender.
レブリス、一体何が起きたんだ？
わからない。奴らいきなりやってきて。まさか、俺たちを追って。
そんな。たった2人を捕まえるためにこんな大規模なことを？
どういうことだ？お前たち帝国に追われているのか？いや、それは。まあいい。詳しいことは聞かないでおく。だがお前たちを追ってきたのであるまい。
なぜそう思う？
別の機動部隊が城の方へ飛んでいくのを何人かが目撃している。ここにいる連中よりはるかに大掛かりな部隊だったらしい。連中の目的はおそらく城だろ
う。どうも気に入らねえな。帝国の奴ら一体何を始めよってんだ？
もう始まっているわ。ゲルドブレイムの野望が世界を蝕もうとしているの。
さて、俺は城へ行くぜ。シェラ、お前も行くだろう。
ええ、急ぎましょう。
おっと、俺も一緒に行こう。こんな状況でお前らだけを行かせたんじゃ後味が悪くていけね
え。でも
まあいいじゃねえか。城まで案内するって約束だったろ。それに帝国軍の動きも気になるんでな。それよりどうやって城まで行くつもりだ？港が監視されてる以上船を出すのは難しいぜ。
歩いて行けばいいだろう。商店街の反乱は収まったんだ。城へ通じる道は通れるようになってるんじゃないのか？
確かに道は通れるはずだが、どうやって村の外に出る？村の入り口にも見張りが立ってるようだしな。はいどうぞと通してくれるとは思えねえぜ。
それはそうだけど。
以前にアナに聞いたんだが、この酒場には村の外へ通じる抜け道があるぞ。もしもの場合の避難用にって掘られたらしい。だがその入り口がどこにあるのかは俺も知らん。アナに聞きゃわかるんだろうが。
そういや、アナは？
いや、それがさっきから姿が見当たらないんだ。
見当たらないだと？まったく、お前がついていながら。
すまん。
まあいい。とにかくアナを探そう。カラス、シェラ、一緒に来てくれ。
So it looks like the Empire's trying to get to Shiliak as well. And Anna's missing. So we can't leave the village. Let's go towards the liner. I don't think this part is voiced. So, hey, you. Why are you yelling at a little kid? Hey, let go of her. You're hurting her. You inferior natives. You're not allowed to cross us. You won't get away with this. Yeah, whatever. Show me what you got. The people of Diadem never give up without a fight. You wench. If we weren't under orders to keep hands off civilians, I'd make short work of you. Even if you kill me, you Imperials will never take... Nah. Sorry. Even if you kill me, you Imperials will never take the hearts and minds of our people. Get it? You'll have a different way of seeing things soon enough. You'll regret you ever said that. Inside, let's go.
おや、あんたたち、ギバリも一緒じゃないか。
大丈夫かアナ。怪我はねえか。
ああ、この通りピンピンしてるわよ。店で出す酒が足りなくなったから取りに来ただけさ。怪我なんてするわけないじゃないの。
いや、なんだかでけえ声が聞こえたもんだからよ。
ああ、帝国の連中があんまり横柄なもんだから、ちょっとばかり文句を言ってやっただけさ。それより、あんたたちの方はどうなんだい？
ああ、戻ってきたらこの通りだからな。村から出られないんだ。
酒場に抜け道があると聞いて、アナさんを探していたんです。
そういうこと。わかった。私に任せて。
ああ、頼むぜ、アナ。
ありがとう、アナさん。
どういたしまして。私は先に行って用意しとくから、あんたたちもすぐ店においで。
わかった。
Okay, so we'll backtrack to the pub now. I keep running into walls. Alright, let's talk to Anna.
さあ、ここからお行きよ。
すまねえ、アナ。レブリス、後のことは。
ああ、分かってる。村のことは俺たちに任せろ。
気をつけて。
Alright, so we've missed... I'm so sorry. I can't speak English this episode, but we've successfully made it out of Nashira. I do love the frames for the island scenes. This one has a nice, like, stained glass mosaic around it. We're gonna be going to the Cloud Passage West End. It's like Nunkai Valley on Sadal Sud. We have to go through it to get to the other end. So these monsters hit a little bit harder than the ones from the Lesser Celestial River. And we fought some of them down there when we were saving the boys as well. They use light and wind attacks, I believe. And they will poison us quite a bit as well. So from those 3 fights, it looks like their only weakness is Kronos, which we don't have a lot of, unfortunately. It's just Jella that has their weakness. But it's okay. So when you don't have enough elements to manage that weakness, you just hit him with everything you got. Up here is the boy's father that we saved, so we're gonna have him sign the family tree. So now we've got Kuteba's signature. So we've got the Kin of Tamiya line, all of their signatures done. Right, we're gonna go to the right at this fork. I don't think we've gotten this one yet. This is Sacred Spring. Okay, so this is a cloud making machine. We're gonna turn it on. And then we're going to grab 2 blank magnets full of this. We're gonna go back to this screen.
やばい匂いがプンプンするぜ。
今よ。ライトフレア。ライトフレア。ファイヤーバースト。
謝ってももう遅いぜ。危険電波。させるかよ。させるかよ。
Blocking with the poison cure, the mineral water does have a chance of curing poison. I think it's a 60% chance either way, whether you use it as a healing item or a defensive item. But that's why Shello was just cured. Otherwise, it doesn't do much defense. Okay, so here at that yield sign, we're gonna fill this bridge in with clouds so that we can step over it. Okay, I am gonna fight the monsters on this screen just so that we get whatever goodies that they have in their pockets. It'll help us for the boss fight coming up because that one's a little tricky. I would say it's probably the hardest one that we've had so far. We've got to chase down the last bird. Alright, so we've got all the monsters on the screen. We're going to do the same thing on the next screen, and then the next screen also has the boss fight. The aforementioned boss fight. But first, this is a fork here. We're not going to go up here yet. We're going to take the right fork. Okay, we're going to fill in this bridge with Cloud. And then grab these chests over here. So we've got another Constellation Magnus Cygnus and an Aqua Burst. Alright, here is our save flower, so we're gonna save for good measure. And then we'll come down and take the fork. Defeat our last monster on the screen.
みんな力を合わせて。ファイヤーバースト。ファイヤーバースト。クロノスブロー。ライトフレ
永久にさよならだ。メスクリスタルショット。
ー。行くわよ。
It's really good to get in the habit at this point of healing every time you can. I like to heal when I have at least 2 healing cards, but if those are the only cards that I have, or if a character's in danger of fainting, that's the time to heal, because you'll see in the next the next boss battle we're really gonna need to heal whenever we can. There's just some battles in this game that are gonna take you out, and you should be getting in the habit of healing when you can. Especially at this point in the game, you have no items that revive any of your characters. So if a character dies in battle, you don't have them until you're out of battle, and you can revive them in camp. Okay, so we're gonna do some deck management before we start this boss battle. First things first, we're gonna go into our camp screen and we're going to do some healing. So I want to make sure that we have the most health that we can going into this fight, because we're gonna need it. So I'm comfortable with Gabari missing a little bit of health. I'm not comfortable with them being like having a chunk missing. And then we are going to make sure everybody has the best thing that they can have equipped right now. So this is going to raise Shella's defense, which she needs, so I'm going to equip that for her. And then Gibari also has a hemp creel, which is going to raise his defense, which he needs. Then we're going to go into their decks. The next boss is, I believe, a fire and dark type, so we need to add water into their decks, which is mainly Shella. Shella needs to have water in her deck. There's nothing I can do for Callus because he has the best armor that he can have right now, and I need him to be protecting himself. Aside from this, we can switch for some ice armor. And then we're going to take out his defunct swords so that we can replace them with this Chaos Edge and one of these sabers that'll give him a little bit more attack. And we're going to take out these rotten bananas and replace them with some good bananas. But that's all we can do for Callus. For Shella, We're going to replace her honey with some milk just so that we can have more healing. But we're going to replace her fires with water. We need the water. So we'll start with 5. Make sure we get these level 2s in there. Later on, there will be another character that uses the same attacks that Shelly uses, which is a good time to split the elements between them so that you can make element-based decks, and therefore you don't have to do deck building like this. When you need a certain element, you could just switch the characters. However, at this time, we have Shella, Gabari, and Callus, so we do what we can with them. So we're going to switch the dark out in Shella's deck as well with this light flare. And then we're also going to switch these out with the Shakos that she's received, because those are her better, what are they called? Her better defense gear. For Gabari, again, there's not much we can do for him right now. We are going to take out his young bamboo, put back dragon uppercut, and then take out the other young bamboo and replace it with this honey. He's going to be our main attacker for this round. I'm going to take out his fire armor and replace it with ice armor. When I did this battle earlier, the boss was focusing on Callus. I'm gonna channel that he focuses on Gibari instead. So, without further ado, let's begin. So clearly the Empire is up to something if they're sending out these gigantic machines. We're gonna do our best to stop this one. That nitro boost is what makes this boss so hard, because it increases its attack by like, I don't know, 100%, it feels like. Luckily, it only lasts one attack turn, so in between those turns, you really gotta throw everything you have at it just to try to chunk its health. So in this fight, Shella and Gibari are really who you want to have their decks stacked with water and light. You can see it just does so much damage. Like if Shella takes one more hit, she's done. So when you have the healing items, you just want to heal them. The beetle is almost on its last legs, but it does have this nitro boost and then another attack phase that we want to account for. We never got a picture of it, so that one's gonna have to be the one that counts. And that gets your beetle. This was a better attempt than my attempt earlier, where I did lose Shella and Gabari. It really depends on your shuffle. But that damage input, if he hits you more than a few times, you're in trouble. So we got a special attack for Shella, Gabari's next class up item, and then obviously the picture of our Ion Beetle that's not going to sell for much.
帝国の機動兵器と一戦交えることになるとは思わなかったぜ。連中、どうやら本気のようだな。
ええ、あんなものまで出してくるなんて。
城まではまだ遠いのか。
いや、もう目の前だ。急ごう。
Alright, so we finished the Cloud Passage. Our next stop is Sheliak, the castle town, which is also occupied. So we've been berated by soldiers twice now entering build towns. And it's our friend Liud again. Let's listen in.
Naniかの間違いでしょう。王は戦争など望んではおられません。私が保証します。
誰も貴公の意見など聞いておらんよ。皇帝陛下のご命令だ。逆らうことは許されん。しかしまさか君は未だに帝都の選ばれたる民と他国の愚民どもと、そもそも貴公がなぜこんな地へ飛ばされる羽目になったのか、もう忘れてしまったとでも言うのかね、タイ。いずれにせよ、君はこの件に関しては一切の口出し無用だ。おとなしく引っ込んでいたまえ。さもないと島流し程度じゃ済まされないことになるぞ。
言いがかりね。レイドカン王が自分たちの計画にとって邪魔なのよ。
ああ、おそらくレイドカーン王の動きを牽制するのが狙いだな。真の目的は他にある。だがそうまでして連中は一体何を狙ってるって言うんだ。
封印された古の神の力。
なんだって？本当かよ。
私はそれを王に警告に来たのだけど、
どうでもいいけど、竜ドって言ったっけあいつ。ほんと容量悪そうだな。長生きしないぜ、ああいうの。
お前ギバリじゃないか。頼む、なんとかしてくれ。王を助け出してくれよ。
ああ、わかったからでかい声を出すんじゃねえよ。それで王は
奴ら一気に城の中になだれ込んだんだが、今は奥の方で騎士団と睨み合いになってるらしい。
わかった。俺にできるだけのことはやるから、おとなしく家に引っ込んでろ。いいな。
頼んだぞギバリ。
Okay, so we've learned some insight about the political situation from Liud. It looks like Emperor Geldablame is trying to make it look like King Laocoon of Diadem is or has been plotting to go to war with the Empire, which isn't the case. He's actually looking for the same shining Magnus that we found on Sadal Sud. So we've got to go save the king. We're going to do some exploring in Shiliak. Let us sell the pictures that we took in the Cloud Passage if they're ready. The Iron Beetle is definitely not ready yet. So Thunderfish is, we're going to sell him. And our Stripers should be ready. So it's the Cancerite. We're going to sell our pine trees. Our flower buds. And our cucumbers. Alright, and then let's see what they have on offer. A trumpet. I wonder who that could be for. So we're not going to buy anything yet. We'll fill in the gaps that we need later on. We'll head over to the next screen. We're not going to go through the first door because Liud's in there, and we're not quite sure about him yet. We haven't really met the guy. We're going to look around and see if there's any Magnus for us. Oh, we got a light flare. A clock shield. I don't think that there are any of Kuzman's relatives in the castle town. A red and blue pencil. Okay, we've gotten a calm helmet and a ray of truth. Okay, one more door to go through, and then we're gonna go visit the church. Voice level 2. A fading notebook. Again, I don't think any of Kuzmin's relatives are here. They're just giving you a bit of insight of what's happening to the castle. The castle is behind this row of buildings, so if they open their windows, realistically, they can be, like, they should be able to see what's going on in there. Which is a siege, essentially. Not very fun when you love your king. Alright, Gibari can class up now, which will put him on the same playing field as Shella and Callus. I don't know if you've noticed, but we also have a limit, like a time limit where we have to act before it doesn't let us act anymore, beginning our battle phase. And I will show that to you at the beginning, or the first battle of next episode. So I'm going to end it here. It was another short one. We'll do the Castle of Elnath in the next episode. It's a really fun one. Some of the like story progression dungeons, they're puzzles in this game, which is part of the reason that makes it so interesting. It's not just a card battle with a good plot. It also has some strategic elements to it that really make you think. So I'll see you guys next time. Thanks for sticking around for Baten Kaitos episode 5. I hope to see you next time, and if you're enjoying this series so far, please like and subscribe so I know. Thank you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye!